今日は AI について話そう。
Hey Alice, what do you think about AI ethics?
I think it's a really important topic these days,
Definitely, especially with how fast technology is advancing.
right? It feels like we need to keep up with the changes,
Exactly. And there are so many different angles to consider.
like privacy concerns and data usage, for instance.
Yes, and then there's the issue of bias in AI systems.
That's a huge one. Bias can lead to unfair outcomes.
For sure, and it often reflects societal biases too.
It makes you wonder how we can mitigate those biases.
Education and awareness are key, I think.
Agreed, but it also requires transparency from companies.
Transparency is crucial for building trust with users.
And without trust, people might resist using AI altogether.
Exactly, it's a delicate balance to strike.
What about accountability? Who should be responsible for AI decisions?
That's a tough question. It could be the developers or the companies.
Or maybe even the users, depending on the situation.
True, users need to be informed about what they're using.
Right, informed consent is essential in AI applications.
And that ties back to how data is collected and used.
Yes, companies need to be clear about their practices.
Otherwise, it feels like they're hiding something.
Exactly, and that can lead to a lot of distrust.
So how do you think we can improve AI ethics overall?
I think collaboration between tech and ethics experts is key.
That sounds like a solid approach. Diverse perspectives are important.
For sure. And we need to include voices from different communities.
Yes, especially marginalized groups who are often affected the most.
It's all about inclusivity in the development process.
Totally. And we should also consider global perspectives.
Right, AI impacts people differently around the world.
So we can't just have a one-size-fits-all solution.
Exactly, local contexts matter a lot in these discussions.
And we need to keep the conversation going as technology evolves.
Yes, ongoing dialogue is essential for ethical development.
What do you think about regulations in AI?
I think they can be helpful, but they need to be well thought out.
Agreed. Too much regulation can stifle innovation.
But too little can lead to harmful consequences.
It's a tricky balance to find for sure.
Maybe a framework that evolves with technology could work.
That sounds reasonable, adapting as new challenges arise.
Exactly. We can't predict everything, but we can be proactive.
And involving ethicists in the process could help.
Yes, they can provide insights that developers might overlook.
Plus, they can help anticipate potential issues.
That's crucial for responsible AI development.
So do you think AI can ever be fully ethical?
I think it's a goal we should strive for, but perfection is hard.
True, but striving for better ethics is still worthwhile.
Absolutely, every step towards improvement counts.
What about AI in the workplace?
That raises questions about job displacement and fairness.
Yes, and how to retrain workers for new roles.
It's important to consider the human impact of automation.
Definitely, we can't just focus on efficiency.
People's lives are at stake after all.
Right? And we need to prioritize their well-being.
So, what do you think about AI in healthcare?
It has great potential, but also serious ethical implications.
Like patient privacy and consent, for example.
Yes, and the accuracy of AI diagnoses is critical too.
We need to ensure that AI supports doctors, not replaces them.
Exactly. Collaboration between AI and healthcare professionals is key.
And we should be cautious about over-reliance on technology.
Yes, human judgment is irreplaceable in many situations.
So what's your take on AI in creative fields?
It's fascinating, but raises questions about originality and authorship.
For sure. Can AI truly create something original?
That's a debate in itself. It often builds on existing works.
So it's more of a remix than true creation?
Exactly. And that complicates how we view artistic integrity.
Plus, there's the issue of crediting AI contributions.
Yes, who gets the credit for AI-generated art?
That's a gray area that needs clarification.
And it can affect artists' livelihoods too.
Definitely, we should protect human artists in the process.
So do you think AI will ever have emotions?
That's a complex question. AI can simulate emotions but not feel them.
Right. It's all about programming responses, not genuine feelings.
So can we trust AI to understand human emotions?
It can analyze them, but true empathy is a different story.
Agreed, empathy requires lived experience.
And that's something AI simply doesn't have.
So, what's the future of AI ethics, in your opinion?
I think it will become more prominent as AI becomes ubiquitous.
Yes, and we'll need more interdisciplinary approaches.
Collaboration across fields will be essential for progress.
And we must involve the public in these discussions, too.
Yes, public opinion matters in shaping ethical standards.
So what's one thing you hope to see in AI ethics?
I hope for more accountability from tech companies.
That's a great hope. Accountability leads to better practices.
Exactly, and it fosters a culture of responsibility.
So, do you think AI will ever fully replace humans?
I don't think so, but it will change the nature of work.
True, it's more about augmentation than replacement.
Yes, enhancing human capabilities rather than taking over.
That's a more optimistic view of AI's role.
I prefer to focus on the positive potential.
Me too, but we can't ignore the challenges either.
Absolutely, a balanced perspective is crucial.
So, what's your final thought on AI ethics?
I think it's a journey, not a destination.
That's a great way to put it. Continuous improvement is key.
Yes, and we all have a role to play in that journey.
For sure, it's a collective responsibility.
Let's keep the conversation going as things evolve.
Definitely, it's too important to ignore.